I've decided that countdown's old and we need to update it, except for number 3.
What was 3?
World of Color.
Okay.
Maybe World of Color 1. Anyway, hi everybody. I am Tony, live from Laughing Place headquarters East, here with Mike Celestino at the happiest place on earth, the Disneyland Resort, where he's checking out this new column gazebo thing. Mike, go ahead.
This is called the Hall of Wishes. It's the Disney Hall of Wishes experience from the movie Wish. And it's here after it was at the premiere, I believe. And what it is you wait in line. You go into this, I don't know what you would call it. I guess you called it
Rotunda?
Yeah, rotunda is a good word. I know. They tell you to dance around. They told me to look up at the lights up there while I was dancing, which is why I look so ridiculous, or part of why I look so ridiculous. And then they email you the video, and you can choose your song. I think there were 4 song choices, and I chose "I'm a Star" from Disney's Wish.
Okay, so that's cool. I'll go back and update our story. I did not know you could choose the song. I thought it was just to you.
I should have mentioned that.
Now I'm more upset because you chose "Sorry" to some of the others on our team. Probably, in my opinion, the worst song in the movie.
I just thought it would be the funniest, honestly.
Okay. I happen to have that video you made right here.
Great.
So this is what you will do. This is going to cost us our money, I'm sure, but here we go.
You don't have to look too hard. It's all around and not too far. If you try to figure out just who you are,
you're a star.
No matter where you get your start, we're all each other's counterparts. If you really want to know just who you are,
I'm a star. Woo! I'm a star.
Watch out, world, here I are.
Hey, who's looking sharp?
Me, I'm a star.
Woo! Still in theaters.
Yeah, and there's almost no wait for this right now. By the way,
I was just going to ask, how long did you wait to do it?
This morning, well, I came like right after it opened, and it took me like a 20-minute wait. But right now, there's no one in line after this family that's going in right now, so you can come in. It's open from 10:30 to 8:30.
Do we know how long it'll be there?
I don't think they've said that, or I don't think we know.
I definitely, when I wrote our article that we did earlier, and
okay.
I didn't have the hours, which if I had looked at the sign in the picture that you took, I would have noticed that. But I knew we didn't have an end date, so I did say at this time we don't have an end date for it. So get there soon.
There you go. The Wish.
We also reported when we had reports of it yesterday that this had arrived. A lot of people thought it was the same thing from the premiere where you make a photo booth. It is not that. You are making a video like you just saw, which is emailed to you.
You mean the flip book thing?
Oh, sorry. What did I say? Photo booth?
You said photo booth.
Sorry, flip book. Yes, flip book.
When I got here, I also thought I was going to get a flip book. But Benji told us in our Slack that there are 2 different activations at the premiere.
Have you seen Wish yet?
I've not.
Okay.
I do want to see it. We keep planning on seeing it and getting waylaid.
Did you said there was multiple song choices? You chose "I'm a Star." What were the other 3?
I know 2 of the others were the villain song.
Okay.
Thank You for Coming. What's the name of that song?
The villain song is "This Is the Thanks I Get."
This is the thanks I get.
Thank you for coming.
And the one of the other choices was "I Am Making a Wish." No, it's called "This Wish."
There you go.
And I don't recall what the 4th one was, but you could probably guess, knowing the film better than I do.
I would think it's the one where they're singing to the wishes.
Okay.
Which the name just flew out of my head. I don't think it would be the rally song, which is Knowing What I Know Now, which is my favorite song from the movie. I know I'm kind of in the lower end of the populace on that one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what's it called? It's all about protecting the wishes.
You know what we should do while we're out here is go through World of Disney. How do you feel about that?
We could do that. At All Costs is the name of that song.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar to what you saw?
I don't remember. I just remember those 3 because I knew those 3 songs, and the Fourth one I wasn't familiar with.
That at all costs they didn't do anything with until after the movie had arrived in theaters in terms of promo. Because it is a duet between Asha and King Magnifico, who is a villain, which I wish they hadn't marketed that so highly, because that would have been a nice story turn in Act 1. But alas, we're talking about the offering at Disneyland, not Tony reviews the film.
They probably marketed it that way because people were
Morgan comes in at all costs.
begging. People were begging for a villain in a Disney movie, right?
Which they get, yes,
In an
and
animated
it's true, and it's not like a twist one,
Yeah.
or a concept like multi-generational trauma or anything like that. We are live, so feel free to comment. We just had Morgan comment. Kyle is commenting also. Magnifico. And then Lori says, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon, Lori.
Good afternoon. So I'm going to go in World of Disney, but let me know if the signal gets bad and I will leave.
Now, is there anything new we're looking for in World of Disney, or just checking it out because we haven't?
No, I just thought we haven't, usually we stream from inside the parks. We happen to be out here in downtown Disney right now, so we'll just cut through here. Some holiday displays. Mickey and Friends apparel.
Speaking of apparel, I have a question for you.
Yes.
This is a walk and talk, so we're going to talk about some nonsense. Do you have a hat that says ATL on it?
No. Why?
Okay, then it's not you. Because somebody posted in the Roosevelt's Insiders group that they were at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Roosevelt's being a shirt and apparel company that we work with a lot here at Laughing Place. And somebody posted in the group that they were upset that a guy just said a very calm thank you when somebody else wearing a Roosevelt shirt pointed at him, and it looked like you in the picture, but the guy's wearing a hat that says ATL, like Atlanta.
Right. No,
like,
I don't have a hat like
sure
that.
That's him, and I'm going to ask him if he has that hat next time I talk to him. This is the next time I talk to him. So, This was like a day and a half ago also. But like his description with the demeanor of just being like very shy. Oh, thank you. I was like, that's definitely a Mikeism. Because he was hoping it would prompt a huge fan base about Roosevelt's and the conversation about how good the shirts are. And I'm like, no, that doesn't sound like him. So that very well could be it. It was definitely Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge. So.
Gotcha. Speaking of Roosevelt's, I think yesterday they announced these shirts with the face of a Disney theme park blogger or vlogger.
I believe that collection comes out in a few moments.
And I mean, I guess it's just a testament to how fractured our culture is these days. But I had never heard of this guy. It seems like a perfectly nice gentleman, but I was just dumbfounded because I've worked in theme park news for 8 years now, and I'd never come across this gentleman.
I've never interacted with him personally. I know others, and Kyle, thank you. The Paging Mr. Morrow collection just dropped, as they say. He, however, also works with Roosevelt's, and he gets stuff ahead of even the announcements. So a lot of like the Disney stuff is teased through him. So if you go to that aforementioned Insiders group on Facebook, if you're a part of that, you'll see the new designs coming and go, oh my God, when is this launching? So it builds up hype, and like he works with them in that way. So I wouldn't necessarily say he's a widely known Disney influencer. He is to an extent, but he's more known as the Roosevelt's Disney guy, I think, than as a Disney Parks guy.
Well, I knew when I found out about it, I knew for sure he was going to be an Orlando guy because most of the Southern California vloggers, I just know them from like hanging out with them at events because I don't tend to watch a lot of theme park YouTube stuff, but I know them just from being in the media. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm right there. Drew has a question regarding what's actually in the story you're walking through right now. Maybe a weird question, but do they sell the Spaceship Earth cookie jar at World of Disney at Disneyland Resort?
That is a good question. If they do, it's probably at the Disney Home Store, which is a little further on down in downtown Disney, and we can go there if you like.
We can. I have another task I have of you, though. It's off the radar. I didn't ask permission.
Okay.
But something closed on December 10th, and I want to see what it looks like now.
Is that in downtown Disney?
No, it's in Disney California Adventure.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Kyle goes back to the paging Mr. Morrow. Yeah, dude has had the D100 hoodies for like 8 months.
Well, let's see. Let's see if we can find that Spaceship Earth cookie
Has
jar.
anything popped out here as new and cool for you?
I mean,
I know we were kind of talking the whole time you walked through.
the holiday merch tends to come out in like early to mid-November. So we do have the Wish display here. The new stuff will probably be in the new year.
Kyle knows exactly what I'm talking about. And Mike will definitely lose signal while trying to reach that destination. We don't know that. He might not. We'll figure it out.
What are we talking about here?
The Beast Library.
Oh, yeah.
The animation building.
Okay.
Really, I just want to see that stuff leading up to it is still there.
When was that supposed to have closed?
December 10th.
Okay. Well, we'll go to the Disney Home Store, then I'll turn around.
Anything new going on at downtown Disney?
I didn't walk through here this morning because I was hustling to get to that Wish thing. So I took the tram over. But it's a pretty quiet day here.
Do you normally take the walk, or do you always?
Yeah, I usually walk.
Okay.
I tend to walk because I need the exercise.
Typically at the parks here in Florida, we'll do the walk too. Not so much at Magic Kingdom, although at Magic Kingdom when we get to the TTC, sometimes when the path is open, it's kind of a hit or miss right now with the construction. We'll walk from the TTC to the gate in lieu of monorail or ferry boat. Kyle says, update, 2 of the Mr. Morrow shirts are already sold out.
Wow.
I'm going to be Debbie Downer here for a second. I can't imagine they printed a ton of them. Knowing, I feel like there wouldn't be a high demand for those shirts.
I'm trying to think of a vlogger that I would want on a shirt. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm the wrong person to ask.
I would want a Mike Celestino collection.
Yeah. I honestly, when I first saw the email come in, I thought it was an ad for some personalize. You could personalize your own Roosevelt shirt. Get your face on a Roosevelt shirt.
Which honestly, I thought might have been the segue into that myself.
Yeah.
But yeah. Kyle giving us more updates. You got Donna agrees.
Collection.
Yes, a Mike C collection. Kyle's giving us the update that you can pre-order for January 10th now. And Kyle says the design would say, I blame Mike Celestino.
Yeah. I know at least 2.5 people that would buy something from that collection.
Who's the half a person?
I don't know. All right, Disney Home. Let's see. I'm ducking here.
Friends
Mostly
Festival.
holiday stuff. Not
It looks like
seeing.
it's a lot of holiday stuff, like you said.
Yeah. Not seeing any cookie jars. It's bustling
Crowded
though.
back here,
Yeah. The back is there's some cookie jars back there.
Pet stuff.
It's like Mickey and Friends. No, I'm not seeing any. Oh, well, the closest thing they have is the Sleeping Beauty Castle.
Okay. The
nothing from
one
Walt
that Drew was talking about is quite large.
Sorry.
You wouldn't miss it. It's a big sphere. I would almost say 10 inches in diameter.
Yeah.
It's definitely noticeable. But yeah, they sold out at Epcot very, very quickly, and then they came back, and I feel like now they can't get rid of them.
Oh,
So it wouldn't be too surprising if they were there, but it would also be one of those things where it's kind of like, why is this here?
that's always the case, isn't it? It's like they don't get enough. Then when they know what the demand is like, they over order.
The one that's astonishing me is, of course, Drew says, thanks for checking. Absolutely. The thing for me is, if you remember on October 1st, 2021, when the 50th kicked off at Walt Disney World, social media was aflame with videos of people literally physically brawling for 50th Starbucks tumblers. Like,
Yeah.
there were some videos where you would distinctly see blood drawn.
Oh my God.
And now, if you go there now, I know Marshall's kind of shared this in our Slack channel. They're literally like giving them away. Like, it's a clearance. The 50th Starbucks tumblers, and they're in bins at World of Disney, and they're maybe $15, $20 instead of $50, and it's just astonishing. Of course, the 50th has been over for a while now, and it did run for 18 months, so it has been a while. But the point is, they have so many that they ordered because of that stuff happening that now they are liquidating them.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was
banner.
Like, oh, this one.
Yeah,
I think for when it was Mickey's 90th birthday, they had a sipper that everybody went crazy for the first day.
Yes,
and then it sold out, and then they brought it back, and it was like they were selling it at every food kiosk and takeout window. And couldn't get rid of those things.
That was, you're talking about the one where it was like the standing Mickey with the little party hat on, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. I remember I went home to visit my family in California, and I visited some family friends, and their wife had one on like the entertainment center. And I thought it was just like, not astonishing, but strange. Like, it was just kind of off-putting for me. Not that it was there, but I wasn't expecting it. Like, I expect Disney stuff in the communities and the people and my peers I hang out with. So it was kind of like, oh, what, why, how, why is that on your shelf? They're like, oh no, people were fighting for it. We got one. It's so cute. We're so proud of it. I'm like, okay. Cool.
And so you know the answer to this. The Steamboat Willie Mickey is becoming public domain, right? At New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
I think it's New Year's Day. I actually just glanced at and skimmed something about that. Let me see if I can find it again.
That's pretty exciting. Are you going to make your own Mickey short?
I might.
I feel like we've been waiting for this for a long time.
Some people have. I remember growing up, I would see like knockoff shops of Mickey like on the side of a donut shop. And I'm waiting for more of that kind of stuff to happen.
Right. But we'll probably put the will we put the short up on our YouTube channel? I feel like we did that with all the Oswald stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it, but we have been doing Oswald as it comes up. Eric has a question, and I feel like I just saw one, but I might have been imagining it now that he says it.
Yeah, we're about to pass one, actually.
Are there still Disney 100 medallions in downtown Disney?
Yeah, we just passed one, and there's another one coming up. Here's some snowflakes before we get to that, though.
On January 1st, 2024, one of the world's most famous cartoon characters will at long last enter the public domain, at least in his earliest incarnation. Mickey Mouse's appearance in the 1928 animated short Steamboat Willie, directed by Walt Disney and Ub Iwerks, is cutting ties to the Walt Disney Company's copyright in the U.S. and sailing into the uncharted waters of public use.
Exciting.
Now, so that's that version of him. So, like, you can't use Sorcerer Mickey. You can't use him with pie eyes. The Nifty 90s, like any of those ones, I feel like are still off limits. But Steamboat Willie's okay.
Yeah, they've been doing a recurring bit on John Oliver about it. They're just
That's the second time somebody's brought up John Oliver with me today.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, they like made their own. They had made their own Steamboat Willie Mickey like walk around character. Yeah, here's the medallion, and my. Hey, I did it. My magic band activates the twinkling. And we'll walk
Eric
by
asks,
the wish thing.
when do you think the rest of Disney 100, like the medallions, the Mickey statue, and the Lincoln Museum, will get taken down? I don't think the Lincoln Museum is going anywhere because I do believe you're referring to the Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln on Main Street.
Well, I think he means like
the exhibit in front, maybe.
There's an exhibit, yeah. As you walk in the lobby, there's a Disney 100 exhibit. That you know what, that Haunted Mansion one was around forever, so
yeah,
I bet this one will be there into the new year. But I wouldn't be surprised if the medallions and stuff start disappearing as we get into 2024. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it'll come with the end of the year. Yeah. Turn around again to the Wish booth.
Okay, I got a long way to go.
Okay.
it's a slow turn on this gimbal, so there we go.
Esplanade slow pan. For those just joining us, we did start off here talking about this new Wish experience, which is called
the Hall of Wishes, Disney Hall of Wishes,
where guests are able to go in and make their own souvenir video that is then emailed to them. Just again for reference, I'm going to show yours, Mike. Here we go.
You don't have to look too hard. It's all around and not too far. If you try to figure out just who you are,
You're a star.
no matter where you've been, you're a star. We're all each other's counterparts. If you really want to know just who you are,
I'm a star. I'm a star.
Watch out, world, here I are.
Who's looking sharp?
I'm a star.
Okay. I love the part, and I think you pointed this out too, where it just zooms in on your hand and nothing else.
Yeah. I think you have to understand the input that I was given. Because first of all, I thought it was going to be a flip book. So I was told, do have a lot of motion. And then the lady, when I'm getting ready to go in, she's like, have your dance moves ready. I was like, oh, so it's a dancing thing. And then she also told me to look up because the lights are going to be doing stuff because those like orb lights move up and down. So those are the ingredients of my choices there. All right, let's see. In about a minute here, I'm going to go into DCA and I'll put the camera down. You want to play me dancing again or something else?
No, I have something else. Before you uploaded that video, I had prepped myself this time, so it's not the Indiana Jones clip again. Devotees will recall that whenever we go through here, I do play a video, but I always forget, and it's an Indiana Jones commercial from 1995. But I do have other stuff handy.
Okay, there's no wait really, so I'll be zipping right through the gate.
All right, here we go.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. Towing in a winter wonderland.
With 2 parks and new attractions, the happiest place on earth just got merrier.
Towing in a winter wonderland.
I'd like to point out those dates are not valid. I do believe that commercial's from 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. And here we are at Disney California Adventure.
Yeah. Buena Vista Street.
I think the last time I saw this with you, everything was still Halloween purple.
Oh, yeah. Now it's Christmas tree green.
Garland. Though I will say this and I will preach this forever and ever. As much as I love Buena Vista Street, the only time I ever miss the old entrance is the Golden Gate Bridge. Is at Christmas when they made the towers look like Christmas trees.
Mm.
Um, Kyle goes to that commercial. Sounds like it's voiced by Barry, the phone company worker, with singing Mater. I don't know. I feel like they get Larry. What's his real name? Glenn something. Is that
Dan.
right?
It's Dan something.
Dan something. I feel like he's always at the ready when it comes to doing anything Mater related.
I used to know his real name, and now I've forgotten his last name. What was I going to say?
Dan Whitney.
Dan Whitney. There we go.
Is there anything going on to your right there? I know last time I think I saw it was the Headless Horseman and the Disney 100 medallion.
Christmas tree. I went to the Cars 3 junket, and they had a press conference with the cast, and Larry the Cable Guy, Dan Whitney was there, and you could tell he didn't really know whether he should talk in the voice or like be himself, because it's not his real voice that he's doing a bit, he's doing a character.
Did he do it? Did they introduce him as Larry the Cable Guy? Did they introduce him as Dan Whitney? Okay.
No, they introduced him as Larry the Cable Guy, which I think he's credited as that, right?
Probably.
Like in the movie. It's interesting. I remember thinking back then about like Disney characters who were voiced by personas, like Iago is Gilbert Gottfried. Was also, it's not his real voice,
Yeah. I did Cars on the Road junket, and I remember they introduced him as Larry the Cable Guy, but the rest of the crew kept calling him Dan, and I mean Larry. Like that. But yeah, he was at that point. He was very much. He was very much. Not so much in character, but very much happy to have anything to do with Mater. That's why I said that whole bit about. I feel like they get him back. They just like, hey, you want to do this? Okay.
All right, want to go in the animation building?
Do I want to go in the animation building? Yes. I actually like that performance. I thought for a second you were just going to run right up to the car. You were moving towards it kind of quick. I'm like, oh my gosh, he's going to keep going. Now, surprisingly, this little, almost minute footnote, page 8 story that Beast Library was closing to make way for a Disney Youth Education experience, which is only available to them, like a classroom setting, turned into headline news.
We have pages?
No, not just on us. I'm just like in general.
Okay.
Theoretically, we're a web page, so yes, we have pages.
Right. I guess that's true. I just meant like we have numbered pages. I guess I should have said that would have been a better joke.
If you do a search,
right? True. All right. Let's see if I remember how to get back to.
I'm serious. You're doing it so far. Kyle points out that there's been a weekend update.
As Tony's favorite part plays on the screen.
I don't know if you heard me. I said it kind of under my breath. You walk out and go, oh, yuck. Which is funny because I've been watching Josh Gad and Andrew Reynolds doing press stuff for Gutenberg the musical, and they're funny together. I can tolerate that, but Olaf, still yuck.
Right.
So this is still there, and that pleases me.
Right, and this is the historic site of Tony's engagement.
Yes, that is correct. which is
I think
part of
was it
a
this
big
one
part of
right
the reason
here, or
why
was
I'm
it
making
this
you
one?
check.
Okay.
That I would guess that one because that would require more of a like bend down to look, so I had
Right.
time to get behind her.
And then as we attempt to go further back, this attraction is sadly unavailable.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand right here for you, the screen capture, so I don't have to come back and take a photo of this.
Okay.
Beast Library is no longer available, sadly.
Once again, I thought you were passing the rope. Do not pass the rope.
I'll just duck under, and there's cast members here, and I would never break the rules like that.
Are there cast members in there?
Yeah.
Good. I remember there was one in there when I proposed, and she had said she had never seen anything like that before, and I was very, very happy.
So this room is still accessible.
Yes.
There you go. There you have it.
I am curious, as sad as I am to say it, for how much longer. Because I don't see them adding to it. So
there you go. This is more in your wheelhouse, Tony, I think, right? Your
although I like Up, but it's not in my favorite Pixar movies.
okay.
But I do like it.
It smells great in here.
Describe. What does it smell like?
It smells like Christmas.
Okay. Now this is a good one.
Lady in the Tramp. Okay, where to next?
Out of here. As much as it pains me, I could sit in there all day, and might have in a past life. So, or past visit, rather, not even life. Oh, we don't want to go through the store? Okay.
You wanna? We can do it.
Yeah, let's go through the store.
This is where I used to come to get those vinyl. When you remember when the vinyl records were coming out from the attractions?
Yeah.
Pirates, and they had Small World, and they had not Tiki Room, but
I'm pretty sure they had a Tiki Room.
The Tiki Room one that I have is like the reprint of the old release, but they had those picture discs of Small World, Pirates, and there was one more. Oh, Haunted Mansion. This is also
for
where
a second. I thought
the
you were going to say the Finalmation figures, which I'm sure were also here at one point.
Finalmation. You can get a number of the different castles,
including Hong Kong's, which is basically Sleeping Beauty Castle, with a new castle stacked on top of it. Is that a blanket right there? The Walt Disney's Disneyland one? Of course, he went right in front of it.
Let's see. Yeah, it seems like a throw blanket.
It's fun.
Yeah. Interesting.
I remember those hats came out, the ones just kind of by that blanket, came out in January of this year as part of the Disney 100 stuff.
How do you feel about these dolls? They look too tall to me. They look like
they
creepily tall.
They look a little tall. I don't think I've ever seen dolls made after the park costumes before, though. And I think that's why it's a little unsettling to me, because it's like, oh, I have the performer in my home now.
Yeah. I have this statue from D23. They sent that to me as the gift. You probably got one too, Tony.
I do. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have one. Straight ahead, Mickey Spillhar magic.
Right.
PhilharMagic or Muppet Vision? It's kind of a dumb question, but I'm curious.
Oh well,
You might surprise me. Okay.
Muppet Vision, I would go in on occasion. That's not true of this one. So,
What always made me laugh for how heavy Disney is on the local repeatable fan base is
Yeah.
how all in they go on the 3D movies sometimes.
right,
Because they're the primary visitor here is an annual pass holder who is not going to spend that kind of time again and again
right.
on a 3D movie. I'll give you Captain EO because Captain EO is basically a music video and it was the only place you could see those songs. But
Right.
like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, It's Tough to Be a Bug, PhilharMagic, Muppet Vision. Let's go watch the band.
Let's do it. This is not Christmas music. I don't like this Donald erasure.
Aren't they something, folks? Yes, indeed. Not everybody all together. All right, there we go. We're gonna sing this next song. Everyone all together. Don't worry, you know the words. I promise. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, on up your sweet go, laughing all the way. Bells of bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh something that. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Oh, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, forever we will hold this banner. Sing a song, join Jamboree in my CKY. We'll see you on the snowy side of the street so long.
Yeah, that's it.
I like that they mixed Christmas into it, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think they'll still do that song after January 1st?
Well, they'll do it through the 7th, probably, right?
MICKY publicly available.
Oh, right. That would be funny if they just abandoned Mickey. Like, no more Mickey at the park. Sorry, he's public domain.
I don't think they'd abandon him. I think they'd abandon him partially. Maybe that's the whole Phantasmic issue is a conspiracy because they can't use Steamboat Willie. And that's why
the thing is, anyone
Phantasmic
can
now.
use it, including Disney, right?
Well,
Like, it's
true. It's true. But what's to differentiate if I have Steamboat Willie come out in my nighttime show and suddenly Harry Potter at Universal Hollywood has Steamboat Willie in the middle of it?
So, no, I doubt they would do that.
I doubt it too. But
Actually, Amanda, do you mind taking the
I
stroller?
thought this car would start driving by now. Either waiting for the road to
And when
clear, I
you
guess.
see Mike, just give it to Mike or
there's a story I heard from my youth where when Animaniacs first came out, they put a giant inflatable Yakko Warner on the water tower.
Yes, I've heard this story as well. But go
Okay,
ahead.
and the Warner Brothers head basically came out and said, "Why is Mickey Mouse on my water tower?" Now they can. They're taking their time with this car, aren't they?
Very entertaining. Look, the monorail's back.
I just saw the monorail go by. Yeah, it's fun.
That other monorail is still wrapped with the.
That's the Mickey's 90th, right?
From Mickey's 90th birthday in 2018. And the other, I forget which color it is, but that one is really nice with the whole Disney 100 wrap.
I think that's the blue one.
Yeah.
There they go.
Ooh. Mic is off.
Kyle points out that he keeps watching the Wish video and laughing.
All right, where to next?
Sent me a copyright-free run, but it's too late now. I've already played the copyright one. And Gabe says, "Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gabriel. Where do you want to go? Let's let Gabriel choose.
Okay.
Anywhere in Disneyland Resort.
In my fantasy world, we'd say check out the holiday stuff at San Francisco Square because I don't think we saw that yet.
I took pictures of it. We definitely have a post about it.
Yes.
I don't think we've seen it on a live stream.
I think that's more what I was getting at, but yes.
Right. And I know somebody put in the Disneyland to do the picture of the octopus or whatever, so we can check that out.
Octopus?
I don't know. It said something about a Monsters, Inc. reference, which I thought that was a stretch, but if you look in...
I'm not going to lie. I get a little nervous every time you walk down this stretch because I feel like we always tend to get choppy signal. So we'll see how you do in San Francisco Square. Hold on. I have been told to watch this one anyway because he has copyright-free music that adds a whole new vibe.
I'm sure he added some wacky song to it.
I'm sure he did. Let's figure this out. Oh, the Harryhausen's octopus? Oh, is it the one from Monsters, Inc. with the sushi chef one? I'm guessing.
I guess that's what they're talking about. Do you agree? Do you agree they're referencing a Pixar film from a non-Pixar property?
Right, and that's why I do not agree.
Okay.
That right there is why I do not agree.
That was my thought.
People saw, people are like, I see Olaf in Lightyear. And I'm like, first of all, you're lying. Nobody saw Lightyear except for me and a couple others.
I saw it.
Secondly, a couple others. See, you fall into that. And secondly, no, it's why? Why would you do that? I don't.
Can you bring up the image of the thing from Monsters, Inc.? And we can compare.
Yeah, give me. Okay, so while you walk over there, I will find this picture.
I see it. We're approaching it. Oh, here comes the
hold on.
toy soldiers. They're going to go right past us. But
Of course, it's the wrong file type.
yeah, all this is new here. This whole steering wheel, these signs, the Baymax crossing sign. I want to say these are new as well. These, I guess they're probably Japanese characters wrapped around the Bodine silo up there. Have you seen Silo, Tony? That sci-fi show on Apple TV Plus? It was okay.
Apple TV Plus is the only streaming service we don't have.
Okay.
You sound offended. Sorry.
No, I don't care. We happen to have it. We're probably using someone else's. I don't know. But I watched it over the weekend as I was sick.
Okay, so hold on. Let's see if this works. I don't know if that'll work. Okay. It's not saving us the right file type. Hold on. I could see where people are making the assumption.
Okay. Is it an octopus or is it just a monster that looks like it? I mean, I guess it has to be a monster that just has tentacles.
Yeah, it won't let me do it because it's not a proper image type. But
Okay.
I go back to no. So I can see it just because it's got the utensils and the headband.
Yeah.
But the headband, that's just the red circle, like a Japanese flag. The
Right.
actual the one in Monsters Inc. Has actual characters and lettering, as it were, on it.
Gotcha. There you have it. So it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in San Francisco Square. And by beginning, I mean it has been for a month.
But does everything light up the way it should?
It does now, yeah. In my photos, somebody put up the post. I want to say it was Luke or Marshall, one of those guys. I have nighttime photos of this whole area lit up. All these lanterns light up now, the Baymax ones. They were not lighting up when this area first opened.
Yeah, when it first opened. And I remember that's why I brought that up. Like, do they all light up? Because that was a big thing.
Yeah, they're good now. Plus, you've got the added Christmas lights on top of that.
We got the picture to work. So when you leave the area, you go the same way.
Okay, great. And then the Bodine Bakery has some garlands and some
That is
bread.
my favorite garland right there. Don't get too close to it, Mike.
Yeah, I know. I'm like inhaling it already.
Though I don't think it's real. I would be shocked if they actually put real bread. Could you imagine the birds?
Right.
Look like a Hitchcock film.
Some takeout containers from the Lucky Fortune Cookery. I think this coin has been added since opening because I don't remember that being there.
I don't either. And I remember I did this with you when it opened, and I don't recall that either.
Yeah. They really weren't done with it when it opened, I guess. Huh? But that's true of so many things at Disney parks these days.
It's true.
Have you looked at any of the... I haven't looked at the Zootopia stuff. Did it look cool?
I have seen some of it, not a lot of it. The ride is interesting looking. I'm excited to see how that'll play out because there are parts where it's like a high-speed chase and it's a screen that you're like up against, but they like tried to stylize the screen so it's got stationary objects in between you and the other, so it doesn't sell the idea of the moving. But
so is it like Ratatouille where it's part screen and part physical?
It looks more like Runaway Railway.
Okay.
But also with Ratatouille in that same vein where there is physical sets. But yeah.
Got it.
The parts of it screamed more Runaway Railway to me. But yeah, the signal's getting it has been choppy ever since you got it into this area.
All right. Well,
I can hear you fine. It's just like every third frame.
Well, I will pass that sign again. I'm just going to go out over the bridge here.
Let's find this copyright-free video. Well, that's fun. I bet that looks better at night.
Right. Yeah, I've got pics of that too on that post.
it's funny to me. I get it. It's not a big deal, or too big of a deal, I should say. But I like when they put stuff in there because that's the reservoir for Grizzly River Run. So I think
Right.
it's funny that they're like, okay, so now even though yes, I'm sure those are bolted down in some way, I just imagine them getting like pulled into the ride somehow.
So the Toy Soldiers show is happening. It's giving me a real deja vu.
I was like, Toy Soldiers. It sounds like Trans-Siberian Orchestra almost.
I feel like we either watched these recently or last year. I can't remember.
I know we watched it recently because that was when we saw the anxiety-inducing soda drop.
Yes, that's right.
And we thought it was
Okay.
gonna like explode out at the crowd, or that like one of the performers was gonna like trip and slip on it or something.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, I definitely feel like I hear more guitar than normal in that Toy Soldier show. I just want to know why it's always this part of the park that gets gross and choppy.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was noticing earlier when I was sitting in the picnic area. This is sort of tangentially related, but as the monorail would pass by, I would lose my signal. Like I didn't understand why that was. It's not like I was sitting
Interesting.
directly underneath it.
Yeah,
It was just like strange to me.
because you don't use the park Wi-Fi, right?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm just
That's
on
strange.
AT&T. All right, we ready to go?
Are we gonna look at that sign again real quick?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, so I'm in the firm belief of no. There's that one. I can't do a side by side. Sorry, everybody.
Okay, I can't see it if you're showing it, but maybe it's showing on the
Showing
screen.
it again. It's showing on the stream. This one looks a little more pink, but this could also just be the image. But yeah,
Okay.
unrelated. I don't know. We're live. Tell us what you think. But I say no. I also am the firm belief that never the two shall meet. Because that's never happened before. Why would it happen now?
So you said the Beasts Library is becoming what now? Can
It's
you
going to be
remind me?
something with Disney Imagination Campus, which is like their youth education program.
Yeah.
Then
And
where
what's
you are
happening to
now
the
is
Blue
the Blue
Sky
Sky Cellar is becoming a
Yeah.
DVC Welcome Home Center, which by all accounts sounds more like a DVC sales office and maybe lounge for existing members, but nothing like what they have over at the old Innovations building or anything like that. From what we
Right.
know, that could be coming, and they haven't announced it yet. But
Whoa.
Luke is of the firm belief that is definitely the same octopus. Hashtag DMs exposed. Because I guess you told that to Kyle privately. Well, it's out there now.
What's next?
So we kind of came into the first
I
half
guess,
of this arc.
Yeah.
Oh, and now you're crystal clear. Shocker.
Should we go across to Disneyland?
Yeah, and like just do the Main Street area, maybe a little bit of that, and then we'll call it good.
Great.
as we head over towards Disneyland, if there's anything you'd like to see, again, we are live. We do this from time to time, so feel free to like, subscribe, ring that bell, get notified whenever we go live like this. But we are live, so tell us what you want to see. We already checked out the Wish booth, which is why we came today, and we did a little bit of Christmas shopping at downtown Disney, and came in here to look at something because I'm a nerd. And let's remind everybody why we were here earlier with some copyright-free version of this video. It's he left in the Zoom.
It looks like I'm having an episode.
So fans of Laughing Place who already subscribed and tune in to our twice weekly show, which is actually going to be on tonight as well, Disney Trivia Live, will recognize that music as the Spin That Wheel video that Mike who spawned off. I still believe you should get 17 cents every time somebody makes one and makes it again.
What? There's a term, Tony, maybe you know this. There's a term for when you visit like an art museum and you're so overwhelmed by the art that you have like an emotional breakdown. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's what it looks like is happening to me.
I could see that. I don't know if there's a term for that other than like being insanely moved.
No, there is a word for it that I can't remember. I remember hearing, I was like, oh, that's a great word, but I don't remember what it was. It's like a term or a phrase or something, but yeah, that's what that made me think of.
I'm looking.
Oh, thanks.
A simple search didn't really bring up much,
okay,
other than scientific studies about. Kyle, why don't you just tell me the name of the thing you'd like to see? You were sent with a mission to go see. You know what? For all we know, Kyle, we could just stay on until 4 o'clock when it's time for Barely Necessities.
We're gonna cut through the Elysian Arcade.
Okay. We're not actually going to do that. Stay on till Barely Necessities.
Right. We are going to go through the store. We're not going to get ice cream.
It sounds good, though. Kyle says, is it Stendhal syndrome?
Maybe.
If that is the case, if that's the term of it,
yeah,
that's only ever happened to me once, and it was at the first time I ever saw World of Color.
Fair.
So
this it usually refers to like going to Italy and going to like see the Michelangelo's David or something, you know. But you can use it for that high art as well.
It depends. Yeah. First of all, art is subjective.
That's true. No, I'm all in favor. Look, I'm the last person who's going to argue against you when you say that pop art is art, because I think that's definitely the case.
Donna suggests, is that a new spin the wheel? I think that was the intent when Kyle made that. Although it's more like shake the soda or something. I don't know what you're trying to do. For those just joining us, I'll play it again. Use that for the high art movement, though, based on my experience, because that was a friend of Laughing Place, Chris Rex, who's about 6'9", not actually, but he's tall and big. Literally had to like stand behind me to make sure I didn't faint and fall backwards.
Okay.
So
this time when you played that video, it made me think that I was stuck at the bottom of that well from Silence of the Lambs and was trying to get somebody's attention to get me out. That's what I thought of this time.
Don't know if that's the best reference we should be making on here, but okay. Yes.
Yes,
Kyle,
it puts the lotion on its skin. Yeah.
Kyle, in response to Donna, perhaps there's a spin that wheel version already made. So. Every time I see that, I think of the original opening special of California Adventure with Barry Bostwick and Richard Kind and Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, because that's where they illegally parked their car. In fairness, it did used to be the parking lot.
Do you know anybody who has one of these tiles?
I'm sure we do.
I know of
sure.
one. I wonder if they're watching right now.
Who would that be?
Let me see if I can find it first.
Cool.
No, I'm not going to be able to find it.
Okay.
They showed me where
Thrill
it was.
as we look for a tile.
Yeah.
Live.
I was like, it's not worth it. But it was our friends from Skywalker Through Neverland, the
nice.
Woloskis. All right, I'm going to go through the gate. You play something else.
Okay. A little throwback again.
Very Merry Christmas. It's Christmas time at Disneyland.
Mickey's Nutcracker Show is keeping everyone on their toes. It's a nutcracker that's just a little nutty.
Celebrate
Don't miss the magical Very Merry Christmas Parade.
at Disneyland.
Come to Disneyland now and catch the Christmas spirit early.
Very Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Christmas time at Disneyland.
Also old, so you can't see Mickey's Nutcracker anywhere.
Right.
Sorry.
Is Silence of the Lambs Disney? Was that Fox?
I don't know. Hold on. Let's figure this out.
I just announced that very loudly here in the entrance plaza here.
And I'm assuming you're by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So people,
you're on a phone.
I'm used to it.
It's Silence of the Lambs Disney kid, and you're at the gate too. So maybe people think you're looking for a Silence of the Lambs attraction,
right? Or maybe an entire land based on the films of Jonathan Demme. It was probably like MGM or some weird studio like that.
Well, even then. It was Orion.
Yeah. It doesn't even exist anymore. I mean, who owns that now? Well, where did all those movies go?
Well, let's figure that out. Thrill as we look up movie distribution.
You know what else is an Orion picture? UHF, the Weird Al Yankovic movie.
You know what else is? If I might eat my words on this. Clifford.
Sorry,
the Martin Short movie.
And
I love
Charles
that
Grodin.
movie. Yep, one of my favorites.
Which the climax of that movie takes place in an amusement park, so
it does. And
that's qualified.
Having worked at an amusement park after I've seen that movie and watching it again, I go, how? Because the capacity on that ride with one person each and the time it takes and the interactivity, there's no way. Sorry. Since 1997, Orion has been owned by MGM.
Oh, so it is MGM now. Interesting.
Which didn't they get bought by Amazon or something?
I do not know. Where are they sending me? Wrap all the way around here.
Is the Christmas parade coming?
I think it's going to be the Disneyland band performing in front of the... Well, maybe it is the parade. Should we watch the parade?
If it's coming, yeah.
Let's see. I might be able to get a pretty sweet spot over here. What time do you have right now, Tony?
5:05, but that's East Coast time, so 2:05 for you.
If the parade was at 2,
well,
it's gonna take a little bit for it to get down here. That's the only thing. Maybe we can walk and catch up with it, or meet it coming. Oh no! See, they're gonna make me go through there.
Oh.
What do you think? Should I wait here and watch the parade from the town square, or should I go further into the park?
Let me double check on what the parade time is. or even holiday magic fireworks. No, come on. Tree lighting,
Christmas
flag retreat.
fantasy parade.
Oh, no, showtime's at 2 and 5. So if it didn't start in Town Square, it's on its way down.
Well, maybe I'll just go through here. We'll see.
Okay.
I'll come out in the hub, and then maybe we'll be meeting the beginning of the parade at that point.
Well, this is exciting also. Backstage bypass on camera.
Right. Yeah, sometimes when the park is real busy, they'll open this up when there's fireworks or something happening on Main Street. And they have attraction posters and stuff.
Yeah, this is really well done compared to ours. I know back when I worked at Magic Kingdom, ours was literally just cones and planners. And they have since spruced it up, and now they open it basically for like the parties or when it's really crowded, but it's still just green walls and some bushes, thinly veiling the dump that you're walking right next to. Or
I haven't seen this
the smells
poster.
of the cast member grill. Pirate's Lair. I know I've been on the other side before, coming down Main Street, and I think that one's fun because they had like rollers that they pull down like curtains.
Yeah.
And
to block
hide
like
all the Jungle Cruise stuff. Yeah. There's a fun one. What I like too is that these all seem to be current posters.
Mm-hmm.
That's celebrating everything that's going on. I think they have the Pirate's Lair one, but I don't think you see that one like under the train. Oh, I lied. I spoke too
not
soon.
current. Not
yeah,
current.
sorry. Spoke too soon, everybody. Sincerest apologies.
All right, let's see if we can get a spot for this parade.
How would you say, I know you walked into a parade staging area, but would you say how crowded the park is today?
Well, I was able to get a reservation yesterday for today, which surprised me. So maybe not as crowded as they wanted it to be. That's my best answer for you. Let's see. We'll go right in here.
I know I should know this. Is there a certain point now for Disneyland annual pass? Sorry, Magic Key holders where they can go without reservations?
No, not yet. But I heard that that's coming at Walt Disney World, right?
Well, at Disney World now, we have it where you can, after 2:00 every day, except for Magic Kingdom on Saturdays and Sundays, you can go pending.
Okay.
After 2. And then now they're introducing next month Good to Go days, which are days you don't need a reservation at all.
Nifty. It's not quite here yet.
The music is, though.
I will crane over when.
Okay, that's fine.
When the
For those
parade's-
joining us, we have stumbled upon the Christmas Fantasy Parade at Disneyland, and we're going to tune in live. There is something I have wanted to do for the longest time, and I want to do it with a friend of Laughing Place, Chris Rex, one of my best friends, and I want to kind of get you involved too. In some way, I just don't know how, where we go all like 94 NBC broadcast with a theme park parade. Like with the big earmuffs and the coat. And
Right.
I don't even see it. I hear it.
It's right around the corner.
Okay.
It's going to be here in a minute.
And then I think after the parade, we'll call it good.
Sure.
I am texting my wife to make sure she tunes in. Christmas parade, darling. I just want to clarify, Mike, that bear was not Duffy, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Is that Mrs. Claus without a float?
Uh-huh.
Happy holidays to one and all!
Merry Christmas, everyone! Oh, this is such a wonderful time of year!
And now, it's my favorite season.
Just look at all these letters.
Santa's gonna need a whole lot of help this year. Come on, buddy!
Special magic at Christmas time. Hello!
I know.
This is my wife's favorite part coming out.
Winter Wonderland?
No, these little snowmen that spin
okay.
around. calls them the little dum-dums.
Sorry, the little what?
Dum-dums.
Okay.
That's like
I've seen posts on social media featuring those dancers and the astonishment of the crowds as they rollerblade over the trolley tracks when people constantly trip and fall or get their strollers caught in them. Just walking.
Don't you just love this time of year? It's so fun to play in the snow. Hey, I've got an idea. Everybody give yourself a big warm hug. Oh, and say it's from me. All this rain is making my arms tired. Just kidding. I could do this all day.
Yeah, that's my line.
Hi there. What you doing? Me? I'm just hanging around. Ooh, I can support. Hi there.
Frozen celebrating its 10th anniversary this year.
Is it 2013?
Yep, 2013. I'm just still shocked they had Mrs. Claus so early on.
Yeah, she's really separated from Santa.
Does your wife have a nickname for these, Mike?
No, it's just the snowman. In fact, if anyone from Disney is watching, we want more merchandise of the snowmen from this parade.
What is that dance move? Okay. My wife agrees with you and your wife regarding the snowman merch.
I couldn't have said it better myself. This is what you do in the house. Supposed to do good. Hi, ladies. How you doing? Sweet.
The hilarious antics of the ugly stepsister.
I bet the candle holding thing plays better at night.
Bill has to walk.
I think it's because her other half won't really fit up on that float. With all the others, anyway. I mean, Snow White had to walk, too.
Right. Got a gap here.
Is it a hefty gap? Yeah, they're right there. Donna hopes your arm is holding up okay.
I'm used to it.
Very impressive assembly. Through the holidays and beyond. I need a present report. What's Santa delivering this year? Just look at this Yuletide celebration. Very impressive.
On Buzz's float, I saw the block say build, but I didn't see the T right away, so I thought it said build in pain. I was like, that's awkward. But it said paint and then wrap.
Oh, I can't wait to meet the other toys this year. Just as soon as they're unwrapped, I'll teach them some rope tricks.
The vocal talents of Tom Hanks' brother.
Yeah. I was thinking it. You said it.
Hey, there's a snake in my stocking. No.
I believe it's Jim Hanks. Am I right to assume Santa comes behind the toys?
I think he's coming up soon. Yeah, here come the reindeer. So I think Santa's right after them. We didn't get the toy soldiers this time, right?
I thought they were at the beginning.
Were they? Okay, maybe
Yeah.
I just wasn't paying attention.
Wonderful first visit. Merry Christmas. Hallelujah. Costco. And every language we wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
That's it.
What'd you ask for Santa for Christmas?
I just wanted him to wish me a Merry Grinchmas for one.
Well, there's still how many more years before that public domain entry? I saw more people trying to get a picture in terms of the crowd you were with Santa than anything else in the parade. Like, I saw people turn and pose and everything like that. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for our live stream from Disneyland today. We do definitely hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, subscribe, get notified whenever we go live from the parks like this. We saw our Wish booth, which I forgot to say, they left out a unit in the parade, and it's going to look a lot like this when they eventually add it. Just see everybody dancing like that coming down the street will bring such joy to park guests, I'm sure.
Wearing the Roosevelt's Mike C collection.
Yes, wearing the Roosevelt's Mike C collection. I thought of one earlier, but we didn't walk by Soren's. I didn't say it. It's definitely all the destinations of Soren. And it just says Moms Love Soren on it. Anyway, in just a little over an hour, almost an hour and a half, tune in to Barely Necessities Live, where Becca and Rebecca talk about the latest and greatest Disney merchandise to hit the shelves of your online retailers, local merchants, and even the shelves of Disney parks. Later tonight, Disney Trivia Live with Doobie and Gideon will take over the Laughing Place airwaves at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. No, that's wrong. It's 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 Eastern. All right, from Disneyland in California. So long, everybody.
Bye.